And the other thing, I like people that call me a scammer. I've been doing business for 20 years, like retired for 20 years, had a car stereo store, a mortgage company, miracle cleaner, sex toy store. I had everything. Where's all the complaints? Where's the complaints about people that got screwed in anything I've ever done? Anything I've ever done in my entire life, everyone has got a fantastic deal. But I get still called a scammer. It's amazing.
I'll just ask you. I read one thing about something about some lawsuit about Viagra. I wasn't going to bring it up, but
I was one of the first people in the world to get sued for spam. I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
I was one of the first people, I guess, except where I live. And there's a lot of people that know, but they're just not on the internet. I was one of the first people in the world to get sued for spam. I was living in the back of my car stereo store warehouse at the age of 19. And I opened my door one day, and there's like a process server there. And she hands me a lawsuit for $500 in Seattle, Washington. I call my lawyer up. My lawyer says, yeah, it's small claims court. You can't have a lawyer represent you. You have to go in person. Oh, I got sued for $500 in small claims court, civil court in Seattle, Washington, and I can't have a lawyer defend me. So it cost me more than $500 to go there and defend myself. So I lose a default judgment for $500. And then people call me the biggest spam king in the world because I just happened to be one of the first people this ever happened to, because Seattle had just, or rather the state of Washington had just created that law. And this was the first guy to go and try and use it. It's hilarious to me. And then it's like, and by the way, since I'm such a spam king, where's all the hex spam, bro? Where's all the hex spam? I don't get it.
A lot of donations from your hexies in my...
Look,
I'm not calling it
that's
spam.
the opposite of spam. You're making money on it. You're not losing money on it.
And look, I just want to be transparent. I don't own Hexcoin. I'm not paid for this interview, but a lot of people have been asking me for a long time and sending donations in my live streams for me to do this. And that's not why I'm doing this. I don't know. Honestly, I replied to somebody's tweet the other day. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. So, and
we
so
can have this conversation about anything.
Your response is insightful.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
they
you.
merit more. A little
Go
more
ahead.
research.
We have the most open and transparent stuff on the entire web. Our trading is the most transparent in the world. Our stats are the most superior in the entire world. If you go to hex.vision, you can write your own stats queries because we abstracted all of the parameters of all the stuff you care about. Who referred who? How long are stakes? When are the stakes ending? Show me the chart of future stakes. Who paid fees? It's all in hex.vision. Yeah.
How do you why should somebody invest in Hex versus, let's say, ADA or Solana, another layer 2?
It depends on what meme you want to fall for. Do you want to fall for the memes that people are going to buy this because they're going to use it, like Ethereum Classic? Ethereum Classic has no users. It's worth billions of dollars. It has no users. It's worth billions of dollars. Okay, so what's the meme there? It has high throughput that no one's using? Or do you want to have the truth? The truth that the only thing that the order book cares about, the only thing that the price cares about is buying and holding. Do you want more negative externalities or less? Remember Zcash? Zcash has a building with a bunch of guys working there, burning money, selling the coin down all day, every day. There's no Hex building. There's no Hex overhead. There's no one doing work for your profit. And therefore, no one has to sell the price down. And so it just has less heaviness on it. And because people lock it up, it becomes more and more rare. I mean, right now, the only chart in the world that I know of better than the Hex.com price chart is the share price chart. Because, the Hex price went up 10,000x in 623 days, but the share price went up more. I think it went up 16,000x. So Hex shares are equivalent to Bitcoin miners, except you get them for free when you lock up your Hex, and you don't have to pay for electricity to run them. You don't have to have a facility. You don't have to it's awesome, right? And your Hex shares become more valuable over time because the price only goes up in Hex terms to simulate compounding interest. Whereas if you have a Bitcoin miner, it only goes down in value over time because new technology replaces you. If you're really smart about crypto, or you want to learn more about the differences between Bitcoin and Hex and how they're similar and how they're different, just go to hex.com/techspecs. It's really intelligent. You'll learn some things about the Bitcoin network you never even knew before. I have to de-educate people. People say inflation's bad. Oh yeah, inflation's bad? Explain to me why the best performance that Bitcoin ever had when it was inflating at 100% a year when it first launched.